gonna take some time to get there. Well, hello there, teachers and students. My name is Granny Denton, and I'm coming to you from Montana, but my home is originally in Alabama. Alrighty, as you may already know, our lesson today is going to be about building your dream house. So we're going to have some art, we're going to have some math, and we're going to have some writing. Okay, now teachers carve out about roughly 2 weeks, give or take, for this project, and that includes creating the house, designing it, doing the measurements, doing the rough draft and the final draft. That includes writing, describing the house, and also presenting it to the class. Alright, so I'm going to talk to the teachers for just a second. So students, you hang on in there, okay? And we'll be right with you. Teachers, I found this on the Montana website, and these are the standards that we're going to be using. So we're going to measure and estimate lengths in standard units. We're going to measure the length of an object by selecting and using appropriate tools such as rulers. We're going to focus on inches today. And then for writing, we're going to be writing informative / explanatory text in which they introduce the topic, use facts and definitions to develop points, and provide a concluding statement or section. Now let's get into it. Before you start, you're going to need a ruler that has inches on it, colored pencils, a regular pencil, and just some plain white paper. Now my suggestion to you would be to start out with just the pencil and the white paper, and then when you're sure that it's just the way you like it, then you can go back over it with the colored pencils, because you don't want to have it all messy and trying to erase the colored pencils. Now you hear? Alright, so day one, I'm going to ask you guys some questions, and you can pause the video so that you can talk to your elbow partner or just tell your teacher what you think. Now, if you could build any house you wanted, what would be in it? Have you ever heard of an architect? What is their job? What are some problems a person who is building a house might face? What are some fun things that you might get to do if you were designing a house? Alrighty then. So next, I'm going to show you what my house looks like. Now, I want yours to be much better than Granny's, okay? But here's just a rough draft, kind of Granny's house. I did end up adding color on here. I have my pool, and I do have the measurements. Now, you want to make sure that you have your measurements down on here. Like on here, I put this was 3 inches and this was 2 inches, and you want to do that for all of your house. So I got my living room, in my hallway, in my bathroom, in my movie room. Oh, it's just so much fun, and we'll talk more about that. Okay, now when you make yours, the requirements are you need to have at least 4 rooms, but you can have as many as you like, as many as can fit on the paper. And now we're just going to do the inside of the house for now. Okay, so you need to have at least 4 bedrooms. You need to have 4 rooms, not bedrooms, excuse me. You're going to need a bedroom, a bathroom, a kitchen, and a living room. And like I said, you can have more. You also need to put in some furniture, and you're going to have to label each room clearly what it is and how big it's going to be on each side. Okay? You're going to need to add, when you have all that down, you're going to need to use your colored pencils and add some color on it. You're also going to add things that make your house different than others. So not just your boring kitchen with the stove and the refrigerator. I mean, those are all nice and you need that stuff, but have something different. And I'll show you what I mean in just a second. We're going to take a brain break real quick, and we're going to do the granny floss. Now, go ahead, stand up. I'm going to sit down just because it's easier for me and you can see me better. You're going to do like the floss. What is that dance that's popular these days, the floss? You put your hand out You go down, move your hip. Now don't get it stuck now, you hear? And then go to this side and down. And then I think you go this way and move your hip the other way, and then you go down. And I'll do this about 20 times, okay? So you do a brain break. And then when you're done, go ahead and have yourself a seat. Alright, so hopefully you got your rough draft done. Once you have your rough draft done, and then you have permission from your teacher, you're going to go over it with colored pencil, and then you're going to move to the writing part, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and do your introduction. Now, I'm going to read to you a sample introduction that Granny wrote, and you're going to describe the requirement for your introduction is you're going to describe the outside of the house and what it looks like, around the house, what town it's in. Maybe it's a big town or a small town or out in the middle of nowhere. So here's mine. Now don't copy mine here, you come up with your own. But I have Granny Denton's white country house lies in an open field in Alabama with some large trees around it to keep some shade. The field is spacious and green, and in the distance lie some rolling hills. There is a large back porch with several wooden rocking chairs. Inside my house, each room has a different theme. My grandchildren come over often and play in each room and in the backyard. So that you're going to write your own intro, kind of like that. Go ahead and do that. Okay, and then on day 4 and 5, or whenever your class gets to it, you're going to do the body. That means the middle of your paper. Okay, I want you to pick 2 rooms to focus on to describe, and you can do more if your teacher says it's okay. So I picked the living room and bedroom and another room. I'm going to go ahead and read to you what I have. I'm describing it. My living room is my favorite spot in the whole house. Inside lies an area that can be opened to the outside, and it becomes a part of the living room itself. There is a small creek that runs through with purple hyacinth flowers on the patio. Now, purple hyacinth flowers, they look like they're stacked. They're so beautiful. My granny rocking chair faces the garden where I'm able to sit and crochet away. So it's basically in glass, and you can open it like you're outside. It's not quite like a window. It's actually right there in the middle of your living room. So it's different than just peeking out your window on a sunshiny day. My next paragraph, it says, my bedroom is my next favorite room in the house. With the press of a button, Granny and Gramps push it and the roof moves to where I can see the sky in the middle of the day, and also at night I can see the stars. Everything, including the wallpaper in that room, looks like sky and white clouds. In the back corner lies a hot tub with bubbles and jacuzzi jets to help my back feel better and to feel warmer when it's cold and rainy out. Alright, I went ahead and added another paragraph. Remember, just do this if your teacher gives permission, otherwise just do 2 rooms. But I added a 3rd room in my paper. It says, in my guest room, there are hidden passageways for the grandkids where they can come over. They just love it. They love to hide things in there and make up stories about each other while they explore. One passageway takes them to the other side of the house, and another directly to the kitchen, which I'm regretting asking them to build. They will sneak my homemade chocolate chip cookies and secretly take them back to the guest room, those little boogers. Alright, once you got the body done, have your teacher look it over, and then we're going to go to day 6 or whenever. Conclusion. Here's an example of my conclusion. Now you want to tie it all up like a pretty bow on a package. So I said, after exploring Granny's house, you will find there are many other rooms to tour, as well as the backyard. The place has been an excellent area to hold grandkids' birthday parties, grill-outs, and even good old-fashioned square dance parties. It is the most popular house this side of the Mississippi. Days 7 and 8, when we do editing by the teacher, we write it on nice paper so later we can display it out in the hallway for parent-teacher conferences or wherever you would like to hang it. Day 9, you're going to share it in front of the class. The teacher's going to call on 3 people to tell the presenter one thing that they liked about their writing. Now you can talk about strong words they use, like the the blue, shiny, sparkling pool, or you can talk about specific things that you like, the rooms you liked in the room. I sure hope you did enjoy making your dream house. It sure is good to see you. You have a good day down here.
Hey guys, my name is Sierra. Thank you for watching this YouTube channel. This is created for writing and learning and other things as well. I created this especially for parents and teachers. Maybe you're a classroom teacher just looking for extra resources, especially for writing, or maybe you are a parent who had to homeschool your kids during this virus. This is for you as well. I was a classroom teacher for about 5 years, elementary school and a little bit of middle school too. I'm also a mother and a writer. So don't forget to hit like and leave a comment at the bottom and subscribe. Thank you.